blade every time I make a pass to keep everything cleared out, accessible. I still need to bring the skid steer down here and do some finishing work to make sure everything's cleared out good to where it's usable. You can get that way you can get a UTV or a truck down here. I always try to make my roads where you can at least get a truck down if you ever need to. It makes it a lot nicer when you got a good road when you're dragging logs too. It saves wear on your tires. It's a lot smoother ride for the operator. We'll grab this one here and take it out as we go. I've got a water oak in the grapple right now. We had to cut 16 feet off of the log there, the first log in it, because I couldn't drag the whole tree out. It was too big. Man, that's a good piece of wood there. That's a nice bur oak. That is a nice tree. It cut off really good. Got a lot of height to it. That's a high quality bur oak right there. Good log. I'm just going to drag the one up the hill. The last couple of drags I've made, I've been right at the border, putting too much weight behind the skidder because I've been coming up this little hill here on two wheels. We'll go ahead and lock in the differential now. Downshift the gear. Starting to get a little light. There we go. Bouncing. Hard to get out, hard to weave them through the timber. But it don't take too many like that to make a load either. It's a pretty good ash, pretty good sized water oak. That bur oak's spectacular. Let's go up here and look at it real quick. That is a good bur oak. Only one I've seen down there. Growing down there by himself. He's a good one. That's a hog. Look how small the heart is and the size of that thing. That's what amazes me. As big as that is, that's a real small heart. Same with that ash there. And that one there's got a little bigger heart on it. Still not bad. They're good logs. We just cut one water oak and a bunch of ash and that bur oak. One water oak's a beast though. That's the top log to it here. That's the 16-footer we had to cut off of it to get it up out of there. Good size logs. Good size logs. A little bigger heart on him. Still not too bad. This guy over here's got a small heart on it, if you can see through the mud. Just a nasty old water oak there. Pallet and crane mats. That's all they're good for. Well, that's got the wraps on this one. Another one done. Pretty good pile of logs there. Pallet and low grade type stuff. And look at the water running out of this ash. You can see that water just dripping out of there. And there's a puddle of water down here on the ground. The ash is just full of water. They cut pretty good. Everything cut pretty good today. This bur oak cut really good. That's pretty wood in it. Really good growth rings in it. Really good pile of stuff there. It won't make quite a full load, but it'll be a good load. I mean, it ain't gonna be no heaping monster load, but it'll be a good load of logs. Those big logs add up fast. I was gonna run over here and get my wrenches off the skidder real quick. I don't like to leave anything on the equipment when we're not around, especially when it's this close to a road. I've got a couple chainsaw wrenches up here. I have a hard enough time keeping chainsaw wrenches anyway. We got the logs. We sold these logs here on the job site. They were sold this morning. They did really well, but I was actually off on my footage. If you watched yesterday's video, I was figuring between, I think, 5,500 and 6,000. What I said, there was actually 6,630 on the footage. So I was happy with that. Of course, you got logs like that there, kind of bring your footage back. You know, like they gotta knock off some stuff for that, which is understandable. But I was still extremely, extremely happy with the overall, what they did, especially for the amount of high-grade veneer that was in here. I mean, you got logs like this here. It don't take many logs like that to add up in some money fast. It was just an overall a good set of logs. There's another Champ right up there. See, but I mean, logs like that, they hurt your volume. So if it wasn't for all these defects, it'd have been well over 7,000 feet, but they're old trees, man. They're just old logs. There's one we pounded irons in. That beast there, the hog, should have rounded the flares off the butt a little bit. Oh well. But yeah, if it hadn't been for the defects, we'd have had well over 7,000 feet on this cell. But still, like I said, for Southwest Missouri, these were good logs. They were good trees, tall, straight, clean. Not a lot of knots or limbs. Minimal on the defects as far as knots and limbs go. I mean, he had some bad spots in the heart there, some heartwood on some trees, but really, really happy overall with how these logs sold and how they did as a whole. So, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to start moving equipment to the next job tomorrow at Mount Vernon, Missouri. I'm also going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to do some road work with the skid steer. I'm going to stack all these logs up once I get these pallet out of here today. I'll stack all these walnut up here. That way they can just back in and load them. And I've got some roads to clear up and make yet for the gentleman. And we're going to look at clearing out a pad out here for when he builds his new house as well as open up the road that goes to it. So everybody's happy. Everybody's been tickled with how things have turned out. The client's extremely happy with how things went. He's been seeing a lot of big deer down here in the bottom. We've been seeing a lot of big deer on the way to work every morning, actually, because he's got crop fields and all. I think 3 sides of this property here. There's a big creek down here, a river behind us. I wouldn't really call it a river, but a good-sized creek. So everything's turned out really well. It's been a good harvest. The only problem was it didn't last long enough. There couldn't have been more timber, which I shouldn't be greedy, but sometimes I am. When you're cutting stuff like that there, you just want to cut it all the time. It'll spoil you. Those big tall trees spoil you. And of course, this ash and water oak, it was extremely good too. And we don't cut a lot of stuff like that anymore, but we do at times. And when it's like that, we'll cut it all day. So like I said, good. It was a good harvest. Everything went accordingly when it was planned. No hiccups other than when the police come out here to check things out from the nosy neighbor. But other than that, everything went extremely well. So tomorrow we'll start getting equipment shuffled to the next job, and hopefully Friday we'll be cutting some thumpers down at Mount Vernon. We got I know there's a cluster of 4 or 5 really big trees right there together we're going to start out on. And we've got to do all the brush cleanup because it's a working cattle farm. Beautiful farm down there. I can't wait to show you guys the videos of this farm down there at Mount Vernon. So look forward to that. I look forward to being on another job, you know. I like knocking these out and going to the next one. I've got to go look at timber this afternoon in Long Lane, Missouri, between Buffalo and Lebanon. So we've got some driving to do today yet. Me and Dad are on our way to eat lunch because it's lunchtime. I didn't eat no breakfast. So other than that, guys, it's another day in the woods coming to a close. It was a short day, but we didn't have a lot to do. So look for us tomorrow. We're back here doing stuff. Then Friday, cutting more timber. guys, thanks a lot for following along with us. Appreciate all the views, the comments, the subscribers. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Check us out on all of our social media outlets, Facebook and Instagram, as well as Timber Tracker and Logger Threads on Facebook and Instagram. So guys, we're getting off here. It is lunchtime. We will see you guys later.